हेलो दोस्तों। सो our topic for the discussion is Bohr's atomic model of hydrogen atom. Bohr's atomic model of hydrogen atom, or this model is applicable for hydrogen atom or hydrogen like atom. Okay, hydrogen like atom. Suppose hydrogen atom is like this. Hydrogen atom He single H with single electron means like this. Hydrogen atom means, suppose this is a nucleus. Suppose this is a nucleus in which one proton is there. There is no neutron in the nucleus of hydrogen. This is exception in which there is no neutron present in the nucleus. Only hydrogen is the exception. While in the other all periodic table element, there are proton and neutrons present in the nucleus. Okay. Suppose hydrogen here and nucleus of hydrogen this is, and this is first cell, second cell, third cell, and like this, in which electrons are there. There is only one electron in case of hydrogen atom. So one electron we can draw here, or it may excite to this energy level or this energy state like this. Means hydrogen atom, what is the specificity of hydrogen atom? There is a single electron in revolving around the nucleus, right? And after that Bohr told it as a orbit, and again principal quantum number, and so on. These are terms. So what do you mean by hydrogen like atoms? Hydrogen like atom means nucleus is as it is for element, and a single electron is revolving around the nucleus. This type of atoms or ions, we can say, are called as hydrogen like ions. Example of such hydrogen like ion is He plus. When one electron is ejected out from the orbit of helium, then it forms He plus, and it is having only single electron revolving in the orbit or stationary state. These type of ions are called as hydrogen like ions. Next example is Li2 plus, lithium 2 plus. Two electrons. There are three electrons in the orbit of lithium. We are removing two and making Li2 plus. By this way, if we remove two electron from Li, it occupies single electron in its present in its orbital. Therefore we can say this as a hydrogen like ion. Okay, hydrogen like ion. This Bohr's concept, atomic model. This Bohr's atomic model is applicable to the hydrogen atom and hydrogen like ions. Hydrogen like ion. So what is that Bohr's atomic model? Bohr's atomic model. Bohr's atomic model is very simple, and very important. Uh, Outcomes are there for the Bohr's atomic model. Bohr's atomic model. We can say that outcomes, or what is result of Bohr's atomic theory, or conclusion of Bohr's atomic model. Bohr's atomic model. So, Bohr's atomic model, what it tells? See, suppose this is a nucleus of hydrogen or hydrogen like atom or ion. Hydrogen like atom or ion. Suppose this is a nucleus. Nucleus as such is a positively charged nucleus. Electrons are, according to Bohr's atomic model. First outcome. See, according to Bohr's atomic model, electrons are revolving. Electrons are revolving in the fixed orbit. Orbital. Electron, according to Bohr's atomic model, electrons are revolving in the fixed orbit or stationary state. Or allowed energy state. See, first outcome from Bohr's atomic model, electrons or electron in this case, electron we have to say, as this model is applicable when single electron is revolving. Okay, so electron revolves in fixed stationary state, or allowed energy level, called as orbit. Electron revolves in the fixed stationary state or allowed energy level called as orbit. See, suppose called as orbit around nucleus. See, electrons are revolving in the stationary state. See, this is a stationary state. Right? Why we are calling it as a stationary state? As this state, when electron is revolving in these states, then electron having a fixed value, and that fixed value doesn't change when there is no jumping of electron from one energy level to another energy level. See, electrons are revolving in the stationary state, stationary state, or this is also called as stationary state, or this is also called as allowed energy levels, allowed energy levels, allowed energy levels, or it is called as orbit, it is called as orbit, orbit, okay, orbit, it is called as orbit, okay. So this is another stationary state, means how we what we have to say, electrons are revolving in the stationary state or allowed energy levels called as orbit, and that orbit is around the nucleus, orbit is present around the nucleus, right, around the nucleus. So this is first outcome, and this orbits, these orbits are designated by the principal quantum number, okay. And see subpoint, or these orbits are designated by or denoted by principal quantum number, principal quantum number n, and n takes allowed values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See first outcome, electrons are revolving in the stationary state or allowed energy level or in orbit, this is also called as orbit, this is called as orbit, okay. And orbits are designated by the principal quantum number n, principal quantum number n, and n takes allowed value, n is equal to 1, n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 3, and like this. Here n is equal to 2, n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. Going away from the nucleus, there are many stationary states, there are many stationary states, and these are number nearer stationary state, principal quantum number n is equal to 1, some adjacent away from the nucleus, n is equal to 2, going away from the nucleus, principal quantum number increases, like this, okay. So here we introduce principal quantum number to denote stationary state or allowed energy levels, okay. Next, second outcome of Bohr's atomic model is about the radius of orbit, second outcome of Bohr's atomic model is about radius of orbit. See, second outcome, radius of orbit, okay. Orbit are designated by the principal quantum number, see, suppose r is the radius of principal quantum number n, R is the radius, n subscript indicates principal quantum number. So radius of nth principal quantum number, is equal to is equal to is equal to 29 sorry 52.9 n square upon z picometer. So second outcome of Bohr's atomic model is of radius of orbit, is related to radius of orbit. Okay, suppose R is the radius of principal quantum number n and E is equal to 52.9 n square upon z picometer. Here R subscript n is equal to radius of orbit having n principal quantum number, right? N principal quantum number. Okay, n principal quantum number. These orbits are quantized, right? These orbits are quantized. See, stationary quantized energy levels, right? Quantized energy level, discrete value it having. When we we have to jump electron from this to this energy level, we must provide a discrete energy to this, and this is a distinct energy, allowed energy levels, therefore quantized we can say. Rn is the radius of orbit. Here 52.9 is the constant. N is principal quantum number, and Z is atomic number. Okay, atomic number of given atom or ion. So radius of orbit given by R subscript n is equal to 529 n square upon z in the picometer. Means what is the dimension, what is the unit of radius of orbit? Picometer. Okay, picometer means easily we can measure radius of orbit. Suppose the radius of orbit this much, so this radius from this nucleus is equal to Rn. Suppose we have to calculate R1, principal quantum number 1, so R1 is equal to 529 into n square, 1 square upon z for at hydrogen atom it is, so 1. So it is 52.9 picometer. Okay, orbit having principal quantum number n. This is located 529 picometer from the nucleus, and this 529 picometer is also denoted by the symbol A subscript 0, and this distance is 52.9 picometer. Okay, so next third outcome of Bohr's atomic model. Third outcome of Bohr's atomic model is third outcome. See, third outcome is giving us energy of electron present in the particular orbit. Particular orbit. Energy of electron present in particular orbit. Okay, particular orbit, and given by the equation En, means energy of electron present in n principal quantum number. Okay, or energy of electron present in the orbit having n is the principal quantum number. N is the principal quantum number. E subscript n is equal to minus RH Z upon n square. Z upon n, sorry, Z square n square. Z square n square. Z square n square. See, in this case, radius has to increase if we increase principal quantum number. Radius increases as increasing principal quantum number. Principal quantum number, right? Principal quantum number. With increasing principal quantum number, increases radius. Increases radius. In this case, En is equal to minus RH see, Z square upon n square. Z square upon n square, right? In which unit? Which unit? That depends on unit of RH. That depends on unit of RH. If suppose RH having unit in joule, it is 2.18 into 10 raised to minus 18 joule. 18 joule. Okay, 18 joule. In electron volt, RH having value 13.60 electron volt, and RH we used to call it as Rydberg constant. Okay, suppose we put this value RH is equal to 2.18 into 10 raised to minus 18 joule here, then we get unit of energy in the joule unit. Okay, En is equal to minus RH into Z square upon n square in the joule. Here, negative sign, what it results or what it signifies? See, what is equation? Equation is like this: En is equal to minus RH into Z square upon n square. En is equal to minus RH Z square upon n square. Here Z is atomic number, n is principal quantum number. RH is Rydberg constant. Okay, so see, if we take n is equal to 1, then E subscript, suppose n is equal to 1, so energy E subscript 1 is equal to minus RH upon Z. Z for hydrogen, Z is equal to 1. 1 square upon 1 square. 1 square upon 1 square. It is RH. It is minus RH. Minus RH. E1 is equal to minus RH. For N is equal to 1. For N is equal to 1. For N is equal to 2. N is equal to 2. E2 is equal to minus RH 2 square. Sorry, 1 square. Z value 1. 2 square. Okay, 2 square. So it is E2 is equal to minus RH upon 4. RH upon 4. RH upon 4 means, see, if we take mod of En, mod of En, mod of En, mod of En, see, if we take mod of En, mod of En, mod of E1, mod of E2, mod of E3, mod of E3, right? Mod of E1, mod of E2, mod of E3, and so on. Mod means only values are important. Sign is not important. Sign is not important. If we take mod, and if we are going away from the nucleus, then according to this equation, see, E1 is equal to minus RH, having this value, E2 having minus RH divided by 4. See, simultaneously E3 is equal to minus RH upon 9 means upon 9, and E4 is equal to minus RH upon 16. See, E3 is equal to minus RH upon 9. See, E1 is equal to minus RH. E2 is equal to minus RH divided by 4. E3 is equal to minus RH divided by 9. N square it is. For E4 means fourth principal quantum number. N is equal to 4. E4 is equal to RH upon 16. RH upon 16. Okay, RH upon 16 and so on. Means if we take mod of E1, mod of E2, mod of E3, mod of something. Okay, here mod of E1 is greater than mod of E2 is greater than mod of E3 is greater than mod of E4, and so on, and so on. Mod of En, E infinity, is very small, tending towards the zero. Means E subscript infinity equals to 0. Means this concept is considering electron, if this is freely moving, means principal quantum number n is equal to infinity. At this case, electron having zero energy. Okay, electron is energyless. When according to Bohr's atomic model, if that electron is freely moving, means there is no control on that electron of the nucleus. At that case, electron is moving freely in the atmosphere, not in the fixed orbit. At that case, electron having zero energy. energy, zero energy. Okay, see, even here first, for first principal quantum number there is highest energy. With increasing principal quantum number, energy get decrease, energy get decrease, and at the infinity there is no stationary state, there is no stationary state. We already seen that with increasing principal quantum number, with increasing principal quantum number, quantum mechanics, this quantum mechanics, quantized energy level, quantum mechanics tends towards the classical mechanics. So second, third outcome completed. Next outcome is of the angular momentum of electron. Fourth outcome, see, fourth outcome is about the angular momentum of electron, angular momentum of electron. So angular momentum is equal to product of mass, velocity and radius. Mass, velocity and radius is nh upon 4 pi. Angular momentum is also a quantized and is given by angular momentum mvr is equal to nh upon 2 pi. See, here also quantum number is used, means angular momentum is also quantized. Angular momentum of electron is also quantized. Here En is equal to minus RH into z square upon n square. Here is also principal quantum number is used. So energy of electron is also quantized. Okay, so overall Bohr's atomic model of hydrogen or hydrogen like ion or atom supports or explained by using quantum mechanics. And Niels Bohr in 1913 explained this model or proposed this model by considering Planck's quantum theory. Okay, so this Bohr's atomic model having only four outcome. First outcome is regarding the first outcome tells that electrons are revolving in the stationary state called as orbit, and after that he number that after orbit by using principal quantum number n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4 and so on. Okay, next outcome was regarding radius of orbit, and radius of orbit was given by the equation r subscript n is equal to small r subscript n is equal to 52.9 n square upon z, right, n square upon z in picometer. third outcome was regarding the energy of electron revolving in the given principal quantum number En is equal to minus RH into Z square upon N square. Okay, and third outcome, angular momentum is also quantized, and angular momentum is equal to mvr is equal to nh upon 2 pi, nh upon 2 pi, or we can write like this, nh cross, nh cross, and h cross is equal to h upon 2 pi, h upon 2 pi, h cross is equal to h upon 2 pi. So this is about Bohr's atomic model. This is very important, and outcomes of Bohr's atomic model was very useful. So go through this video. Thank you.